Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Golden Sun. In the last part, we got out of Veil finally, and now I'm actually going to equip those catch we got last part. That teaches the Synergy catch, which you can use to get certain items. That's why I'm heading back into Veil. I'm actually heading a few screens back, because there's this nut here you may have noticed earlier if you were exploring. If you use catch, you can get this thing out of here. I recommend doing this because the nut is one of the best healing items in the game. It heals 200 HP. Keep in mind, at the point of the game we're at, I'm only around 80. And then I do level grinding. Garrett and Isaac are now both at level 5. Ow! A traveling warrior! And I see you're an adept, too! You're just the kind of fighter I've been looking for. Would you please take me along with you? I'm a Venus genie. My name is Flint. I must find my comrades. We were separated from each other when the volcano erupted. Maybe you can help gather my friends together as you travel. If you let me join you, I'll prove to be very beneficial to you adepts. Your sanity will grow stronger, and your adept skills will also improve. You can call on us in battle, or just use your power to boost your own. If you call on many of us at once, our powers will work together. What do you think? You'll take me with me? Why not? Oh, you'll see. You won't regret it. And Flint the Venus Genie is now our Isaac's ally. Now I'll briefly teach you on how to use Genie. Force tutorials! Okay, I'll join you now. Thank you very much. Please use us Genie wisely. Now, you might recall earlier I mentioned that there was kind of a class system in this game. The Djinn are how those work. When you have multiple Djinn equipped to a single person, their class will change. Just the one won't change anything. But here's how the Djinn work. When they're red, they're not set, and you have to set them to make their abilities go up. As you can see, increasing my stats, and I also learned a couple new Synergies. So now that is set to me, I'll be keeping all Earth Genie on Isaac, because he's an Earth Adept, and I'll fire on Garrett, because he's a Fire Adept. But as for how they work in battle, let's see, let me get into a battle here. There we go. The way that they work in battle is you get to the Djinn command, you can use them, however you'll lose those stat boosts. And upon doing that, well, first off, their abilities generally deal a lot of damage. And after you do that, you can use that summon that used Djinn to summon something. Later summons are a lot better, their early ones are kind of sucky. However, once you use a summon, it takes a Djinn a couple battles for them to reset, so keep that in mind for later. Or, well, usually either a couple battles or a couple turns in a battle. It all depends on how it goes down. Really, the Djinn system and tactically using them is your best way to battle in the game because a lot of it, the battle system is going to revolve around that from now on. Also, the Adepts he were mentioning... well, first off, this is happening. Adepts are the people who can use Synergy. And these guys apparently can't stay in this town for some reason. They're trying to return to Calais, but there's no bridge. Also, I should mention, there's actually 2 tech speeds in this game. For some reason, I haven't been holding B the entire time. I'm going to start doing so at the end of the part, though. That's going to speed up the game quite a bit. Apparently these guys left someone named Ivan behind, but apparently this guy's rod was stolen and left him behind because of it. And apparently he has strange powers. Gee, I wonder what those are. Whoa. That's a Synergy Stone. From the eruption. That is some range. That's like Mount St. Helens range. Either way, these guys are going to head off towards Loonpa, which... sounds like a good idea for now, but honestly it's not. But that means nothing for us for now. And welcome to the town of Vaults. There's some stuff you can do in here, but I'm not going to do it until later. Now, like I mentioned, there are hidden treasures in every town. However, unless they're major, by the way, to save the game, you press start and select save your game. Pretty simple. I'm not going to be going for most treasures unless they're actually useful, or if they're coins. Because money is something I'm going to need a fair amount in this game, because I'm going to be doing a lot of grinding, but even still, having spare money on the side is always useful. And here we got a mint. Herbal items like this are rare, as far as I can recall. What they do is very similar to other games. Herbs raise the certain stats, like this boosts agility. And Garrett, as far as I can recall, always has the lowest agility, so I decided to give that to him. Usually has the lowest agility, at least. Now, one of the things that's not immediately clear in this game that I'll give that is that they don't directly tell you where to go, which can be kind of a pain at times. But either way, I see a unique NPC. Let's go talk to him. What the? Yes, I do possess strange powers. You have them too, don't you? What? My power? It's called Psi Energy? I had no idea. We have so much in common. I feel I can trust you with this. I'm quite troubled. Master Hammett's rod was stolen. Would you please help me get my master's rod back? Sure. Thank you. With your help, I believe we can recover the rod. Your names are... Isaac and Garrett. I'm Ivan. Pleased to meet you. My ability to read people's minds frightens you, doesn't it? Yeah, kind of. Is my mind read so frightening? Well, yes and no, but it's probably not best to read everyone's mind so willy-nilly. What are you doing? Ah, my mind! Stop reading my mind, Ivan! So, Isaac, could you read Garrett's mind? Yeah. Just as I thought. What, you read my mind too, Isaac? I guess that I can help you read minds if I share it for shard energy. Hey, that's not fair. Why do you get to read my mind? You're right. It's not fair to read one way. Oh, no, don't you dare! Whoa, I did it! I read your mind, Isaac! And I'm still a mute protagonist. Sweet. Let's use mind read to find the thieves. Wait a second. Won't people know that we're using mind read? Oh, I see. You two can tell when I'm using Psi Energy? Yeah. Isaac, both you and Garrett are adepts. Maybe that's why you can tell when I'm reading your minds. Ordinary people can't see anything, so there's nothing to worry about. Don't worry, I'll not read your minds again. And Ivan joined our party. He is a Jupiter adept. Let me read the minds of the townspeople to find the rod. Since he's a Jupiter adept, that means he's wind elemental. Now, what you really are supposed to do is talk to everyone and read their minds to find out where to go, but honestly, I'm just going to tell you, go to the end, second floor of it. Now, Ivan is also a mage-type adept, so he's a lot more magic-based than he is physical attack-based, unlike Isaac and Garrett. Well, you two aren't suspicious at all. And he wants us nowhere, and they want us nowhere near them. And they'll run away from you no matter what you do. What you're supposed to do, which I don't get for about 20 more seconds, is pretty much leave. They're acting suspicious. Something's not right. But you can't use mind read to keep running away, can you? Not easily. There should be a way to read them, but how? Maybe the three of us could surround one of them. Don't worry, this is going to work. Isaac, you take the lead. Right. Alright, let's try this again, you bunch of bozos. This is pretty odd, man. Just try to trap one of them on the left, and you should do pretty well. Like, I just did pathetically to this guy, who was the leader, mind you. Now, Ivan. Alright. By the way, I love the song that's playing right now. And again, this game's soundtrack is great. Are you done, Ivan? What'd you learn, Ivan? It's them, alright. I think they took a lot of other things, too. It looks like they're hiding it all somewhere in this inn. But they won't let me near them again. Then I guess we have no other choice. We have to search the inn. Yep. Leave it to us. Isaac always comes through. Damn right I do. I trust your sense of duty. Well decided. Let's go, Ivan. Now, you may have noticed outside there was a guy blocking a ladder. He's no longer blocking the ladder, so now we can get to the second floor of the inn. By the way, whenever Ivan's in your party, I recommend mapping Mind Read to R if you want to get hints more easily. Actually, mapping Synergy wasn't something I realized you could do until towards the end of my first playthrough. Anyway, use move on this box. If you can get on the box, thank you. There we go. And jump across the pit. Holy treasure. And this guy's also tied up, which is, well, not good. And apparently he's been here for a while. Apparently not all the crates were here before, which I don't get that line. Maybe all the stolen crates is in this stuff. Oh, that's why. And they've been found out. I don't know how they've heard us up here, but they did. In fact, how does the owner not know about this? Apparently Hammett's been caught by a bunch of worse thieves because he fled to Loompa, which is a town of thieves, honestly. What kind of place is Loompa? I spoiled it 5 seconds in advance. Sorry about that. Apparently they were normal thieves until Don Puff took a role, which is not a thing. And apparently not so bad in comparison, but we're not going to let them go because stealing is still wrong. And they also are apparently going to try and shut us up, which means... boss time! Our first boss in the game. Bandit and the 2 thieves. The thieves have 110 HP each, and the bandit has 260 HP each. As they are human enemies, they are weak to all elements. Special attack-wise, they can use herbs on them, they can use smoke bombs, which I think lowers our accuracy, and then they can glow ferociously, which I think is an attack thing. The thieves can also get intimidated, which means they skip their turn. Best way to go about this fight is to spam magic as much as you can, although if you have Flint available, use him. Also notable, Flint, Djinn generally always have the same effect, though how much damage they do is influenced by the user's stats, obviously. So, like, if I were to put Flint on Ivan, he'd pretty much suck. But I'm gonna keep all Earth Elemental Djinn on Isaac, all Fire on Garrett, yeah, so on and so forth. There are other classes that you can get by combining, mixing, and matching the right Djinn, but I'm not gonna really use that to its best advantage. I'll talk about that later on, though. Also, I love the battle theme here. It's still the normal battle theme, because we have yet to get to the boss theme, but I don't care, I love it. Actually, does this game have a boss theme? I honestly forget. Well, I know it has unique boss themes. I forget if it has a general boss theme, though. Oh, dear lord! Yeah, that's his most damaging attack. He's nothing really bad. You get a good amount of experience points and a bandit sword. I'll check that out in between parts. Pretty pathetic thieves, honestly. You're not Locke. Or Zidane. Or Blanc. Or Edge. Or anyone really. Haven't you heard? Stealing from others is wrong. Well, that's just Paragon, isn't it? Evil never prevails. Yeah, wow, Garrett is definitely a paragon. If you give me Master Hammett's rod, I'll head to Loompa now. What will you two be doing, Isaac? I suppose you have to go after Felix and the others. Oh, dude! He's reading our minds again. Shouldn't we stop him? Nah. If you say so, Isaac. I see. So that's what happens. Yep. You know, these are pretty sloppy mayors and cops if they couldn't spot these guys in their own inn. It's also around now that I start realizing, wait, I can press B, or hold B to make the text scroll faster. Needless to say, cutscenes are going to be a bit shorter from here on out. Because the weird thing about cutscenes in this game is that if people were to pause in their speech, like if I were to go, well, how you doing? They'll actually have that go on in the text, which is odd. I've never had an RPG do that before. I'll also check if there's also any scrolling options in the options in between parts. Because usually I just kind of ignore the cutscenes, really. But they're thanking us for our help, and they're going to take a look at what they stole. Now, these are items what they're about to find are items you could actually learn about if you were to talk to the citizens of the town. But I'm not a big guy for doing that, now am I? Also, you might be wondering why the mayor here shares a sprite with Garrett's grandfather. That is because that is the generic mayor sprite for the most part. Although when I first played the game, because I actually played Dark Dawn before I played the other ones, I thought he was Kraden. And apparently Master Hammett's bride is in that chest. Sweet. Everything's gone happy again, except for the eruption of Mt.Aleph. And all those people who died. Oh no, Dodonpa won't miss an opportunity like that. I know I'm completely ignoring the story, but honestly, this doesn't matter that much right now. And apparently he's been kidnapped. Sweet. Or, not sweet. How can I rescue Master Hammett? Apparently the gates are closed, so no one can enter until they open again. So what'll happen to Master Hammett? But he's probably alive and unharmed, because reasons. Probably, oh right, the extortion. It's Garrett. Oh, poor Garrett. No one ever remembers him. I think they even bring that up in Dark Dawn, if I recall correctly. But I honestly don't recall. It's been a while since I watched Dark Dawn, or played Dark Dawn. But apparently he has something for us, which we should get before we leave town. What a mess. We finally get the rod back, and now this. I wish I could cheer you up. You look so depressed. I just want to rescue Master Hammett, that's all. But I couldn't ask you two to help me. Huh? You have a very important mission, right? That's right, I saw it in your minds. I had no idea the volcano's eruption held such a secret. Yeah, neither did we until that happened. Yeah, we have to find Felix and his gang or we'll all be in trouble. Then I suppose this is goodbye then. Not really, we might run into each other again. Call it a hunch. Isaac said he would help you, Ivan. No, you've already done so much for me. I couldn't impose on you any further. And he gets Hammett's rod, or Shaman's rod. Yeah, because Hammett's rod sounds kind of suggestive. Ugh. I'll never forget this town's hospitality. I wish you all the best. Well, I guess we better get moving too. I just realized my Garrett voice is totally my Lan voice, and my Ivan voice is totally my Megaman.exe voice, huh? Either way, with that, I'm going to need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 6, we'll check out what the mayor wants from us, and then we'll do some actual exploring in the world of something. I forget the name of this planet. See you guys then.